My name's James Russell. I'm the lead designer for the Total War series, working on Total War Rome 2.
My name is Dominic Starr and I'm a campaign designer on Total War Rome 2.
What we're showing you right now is the preview build, which is effectively the Prologue campaign, which is a sort of standalone mini campaign that tells the story of a fictional character, Silanus, who's involved in leading the armies of Rome, fighting Samnites. So it's kind of a representation of the Samnite Wars, which was really when Rome established itself as a dominant power in Italy.
So it's a little sort of introductory piece that will lead you up to the starting point, the start pose, and you'll be having several battles, capturing several regions, unifying provinces, using agents a little bit, a gradual introduction to the systems.
Congratulations are in order, Proprietor Silanus, for I understand that the Senate have appointed you to lead the invasion of Samnium. An easy choice to make, if I may say. The Senate wish for you to return the settlement of Salernum to us. It was overrun by the Samnites some years ago, and its capture would again give Rome control of Campania.
Effectively, it's 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, an introduction to playing as Rome and really setting the scene for the main campaign. So it's designed not as a sort of tutorial, although it serves that function to introduce you into the game. But it's really designed as a fun kind of prologue. It's kind of the prologue to the main campaign.
One of the first things we teach you about as part of the introductory prologue advice is that regions are now grouped into provinces. There are many regions in the main game, so to facilitate management of these regions, we bunch them into provinces, 2 or 3 or 4 regions together. This allows you to assess all the possessions within the region without necessarily having to go to many different screens, dig deep. Everything's presented there in one digestible menu screen.
One new feature, for example, that I mentioned is the true line of sight feature in battle. It adds a lot of depth to the battles, but it's also very intuitive, right? Because it's natural. People understand, that a big hill is going to hide what's behind it. It makes for a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot more kind of tension in the battles because you can't, you're not exactly sure where the enemy is all the time. There might be units coming out from behind certain obstacles that you couldn't see. So what's really important to us is to encourage new gameplay, make you have to scout the battlefield. It adds that really interesting dimension into the gameplay.
Let them cower before Rome! Yeah!
We gave battle, so we must show aggression. Defeat the enemy army or capture the settlement to claim victory.
Your orders!
So yeah, we've been saying that Rome 2 really is the biggest Total War game ever, and what that means a number of things, right? It's certainly the biggest effort we've ever poured into a game in terms of the size of the team and the resources that we've put into the game. The budget actually for Rome 2 is over 40–50% more than Shogun 2.
Draw your weapons! Raise a clamour and let the...
But also there's just such a huge amount of content in the game. So we've got something like 700 units, which is way more than Shogun 2 certainly. It's really epic, but also in terms of the variety. So you've got all these different cultures that play very differently. The visual kind of variety that you get with playing with all these different units is just incredible. But not only the units, also things like the cityscapes. So here we're in a kind of Roman city setting, but we've also done an incredible number of cities for different cultures. We've got Egyptian cities, we've got Persian cities, we've got barbarian settlements. The amount of and depth of content is just like nothing we've done before.
But with the military, something we've done which is which we feel is very important, is that we've given the military forces themselves a character. As they fight battles, as you win with them, they get their own experience like a character would, and then you can invest in traditions, which is sort of how those people are remembered in the grand scheme of things.
Speak quickly!
Your orders! Ready and waiting! Ground movement all! Melee troops awaiting orders! Ready! Orders? Orders! Commander!
One thing that we've done in Rome 2 is really focus the player on thinking about controlling armies rather than individual units on the campaign map. So we really want the player to be thinking, you know, where's the 10th Legion, not oh, I'm going to move this unit of cavalry into one stack. So we want to have this strong concept of fewer, bigger armies, and that makes for fewer but better battles, you know, more involving, more decisive battles. So we've got this concept of army legacy. So your army, a particular legion, has a name. It can have different commanders. You know, you can retire a commander, it can get a new commander. It also has its own sort of skill set. So a particular legion can earn particular awards, and you can skill it as you wish as it develops.
And if it gets destroyed, or if you decide that it might be needed somewhere else, or you'd rather not use that force at that time, you can actually retire it. Or if it's destroyed, obviously it's no longer there, but then you can bring it back. So it could be 100 years later and you decide, well, whatever happened to that great army that was great at smashing barbarians? So you think, well, I'll bring that one back because I've just met some barbarians and they need to be smashed. So what you'll do at that point is you'll reinstate that legacy. It'll obviously be full of completely green soldiers, but what they'll take away from that is the effect of the traditions themselves, because those remain with the name of the army, the military history.
So it really helps you customize your armies and think about structuring your military forces around a proper concept of armies.
Equities! As you command!
Let them go, my soldiers! Let them run back to their mountain hideaways and prepare their barricades. They have felt the strength of Rome, and will feel it again when we come for Rutulus!
Total War Rome 2 is released on the 3rd of September and it's PC exclusive.
Thank you.